Guys, we have breaking news that could completely change the direction of our Washington Commanders in the 2025 NFL Draft. We're just weeks away from the big event, and the pressure on our general manager, Adam Peters, has never been higher. With only 5 picks available, every selection must be spot on. There's no room for mistakes. But according to a Pro Football Focus analyst, there's one potential prospect that Washington should avoid at all costs. And what if I told you that this decision could have a direct impact on our performance next season? Stay with me until the end, because you'll want to hear every detail of this story. And of course, don't forget to leave a like. It's just one click. Adam Peters has made some interesting moves this offseason, prioritizing key player contract extensions and strengthening the roster without compromising the team's financial flexibility. We've seen a few strategic plays, some big trades, and well-calculated signings. The biggest one, bringing in Javon Kinlaw to bolster our defensive front, but there are still gaps to fill, especially in crucial positions for our defense and protecting our quarterback. The key point here is that every draft pick must have an immediate impact, and that's the biggest challenge Peters will face in leading this year's talent acquisition. Now here's the real debate. PFF analyst Dalton Wasserman believes the Commanders shouldn't use their first-round pick on a linebacker, especially since we already have Bobby Wagner and Frankie Luvu leading the unit. Holding the 29th overall pick, the expectation is that Washington will target an explosive edge rusher or a dominant cornerback to reinforce the defense. Wasserman argues that since Wagner is still playing at a high level and Luvu is coming off a fantastic season, spending such a valuable pick on a linebacker would be a waste of draft resources. He suggests that if Washington really wants a young talent to develop behind Wagner, they should look for one in the middle rounds, not in the first. Makes sense, right? The risky name being mentioned? Demetrius Knight, a versatile physical linebacker with an interesting college football career, playing at South Carolina, Charlotte, and Georgia Tech. He has shown solid development over the years and has established himself as one of the most intriguing second-tier prospects in this year's class. But does he really fit the Commanders' immediate needs? Maybe not. Our defense has more urgent issues to address before thinking about developing a new linebacker. Now, here's an important factor. Wagner is an outstanding veteran, but he's nearing the end of his career. The big question is, how much longer can he maintain this elite level of play? We also have Jordan Magee, who was expected to develop into a bigger role in our defense, but spent most of his rookie season dealing with injuries. So yes, Washington might need to address the linebacker position, but does that mean we should gamble on Knight in the first round? Probably not. And look, I understand those who say we need to think long-term and find Wagner's replacement as soon as possible. But if we're being realistic, we need a game-changing pass rusher or a high-level cornerback to compete against the NFL's potent offenses. Keep in mind that, historically, Peters has always prioritized taking the best talent available regardless of position. That's how he has built strong drafts in the past, and he might stick to the same strategy again this year. So, the big question remains, will Peters completely ignore the linebacker position in the first round, or could he surprise everyone and take a chance on Knight? I want to hear your thoughts. Comment below and tell me what you would do if you were in Peters' shoes. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any Commanders updates, because, trust me, this draft is going to have some surprises.